In a moment that stunned the entire nation, Vice President Kamala Harris was once again confronted and shut down by none other than Tulsi Gabbard. What unfolded on live TV was nothing short of a political meltdown, one that no one saw coming. After a long absence from national media appearances, U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris finally agreed to appear on a major political talk show. The occasion, a special season premiere of CNN's political panel themed Is America's Future, 2024 and beyond. But this wasn't just a standard political segment. For Kamala, it was a pivotal moment in her career, possibly a point of no return. Why? Because her surprise counterpart on the panel was none other than the Tulsi Gabbard, the same woman who had publicly dismantled her during the 2020 primary debates. Kamala's team reportedly only learned of Tulsi's inclusion at the last minute. The program aired live at 8 p.m., hosted by Anderson Cooper, and featured panelists Kamala Harris, Tulsi Gabbard, journalist Fareed Zakaria, and political strategist David Axelrod. The opening 15 minutes were standard. Discussions on inflation, immigration, and foreign affairs. Kamala appeared composed, fluent with her notes, but the calm quickly shattered when Tulsi Gabbard launched her attack. Tulsi Gabbard: Madam Vice President, I'll ask you the same question I did in 2020. For years, you incarcerated thousands of people for petty offenses. Now you preach criminal justice reform. When will you finally admit the contradiction? There was a brief pause. Kamala tilted her head, smiled slightly, and responded. Kamala Harris: Tulsi, you've tried this tired line before. The truth is, I worked to make California a fairer place. And now, we're enacting reforms nationwide. But Tulsi was ready. Tulsi Gabbard: No, Madam Harris. The truth is, you refused to reopen cases with DNA evidence. Thousands of young black men spent years behind bars, while you built your political ladder on their backs. The public hasn't forgotten. The cameras zoomed in on Kamala's face. Meanwhile, Twitter, now X, exploded with the hashtag Kamala Collapse, trending globally. The live viewer count surpassed 1 million in seconds. Fareed Zakaria tried to moderate. I think a more constructive discussion would be... Tulsi cut in sharply. No, Fareed, there is no constructive dialogue without honesty. Kamala Harris systematically betrayed the trust of the American people. Kamala's smile faded. She moved to speak, but Anderson Cooper gave the floor to Tulsi. Tulsi, can you elaborate on these accusations? Tulsi: Gladly. Harris defended her immigration policies as humane, but 2021 to 2022 saw record-high deportations of migrant children. During the Afghanistan withdrawal, she stayed silent. In the Israel-Gaza conflict, she issued cowardly, politically safe statements instead of real leadership. Kamala seemed winded, glassy-eyed. She took a deep breath and said, I've always worked to serve this country. The fact that you question that is shameful. But the audience wasn't convinced. CNN's live stream chat went wild. TikTok clips spread like wildfire under titles like Kamala Destroyed, Gabbard Unleashed, and VP Meltdown. Within minutes, the debate spilled beyond television. Elon Musk has tweeted, Tulsi versus Kamala round 2, another knockout. Ben Shapiro, you commented, Kamala got schooled again, and this time, there's no comeback. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez weighed in. Tulsi may have valid points, but humiliating a fellow progressive on national TV is destructive. Bernie Sanders, this was more cautious. Criticism is fine, but these platforms should be used for solution-focused discourse. After the show, Kamala stormed out of the studio without speaking to reporters. Insiders claim she broke down in tears shortly after leaving the set, within the 72 hours. The White House issued no comment. Kamala was advised to avoid further media appearances. CNN pulled the full replay from YouTube. Tulsi Gabbard appeared on Joe Rogan's podcast, where she declared, Kamala is no longer fit for the job. According to political analysts, Kamala's 2024 presidential hopes were officially over. Internal support within the Democratic Party shrank. A CNN poll asking, do you trust Kamala Harris? Returned a shocking 69% no. Meanwhile, Tulsi Gabbard emerged as the voice of a new, bold, independent opposition. Her podcast numbers surged. Her political resurgence was unmistakable. This was one of the most dramatic collapses in live TV political history. Tulsi Gabbard had shut Kamala Harris down again, but this time there would be no comeback. Total collapse became the next day's banner across both right-wing and left-wing media. And now, a single phrase echoed across the political landscape. Kamala Harris belongs not on screen, but in the footnotes of history. Thank you for watching. What you've just experienced is a fictional dramatization designed purely for entertainment and creative storytelling. While the characters and public figures mentioned are real, the events, dialogues, and outcomes presented are entirely imagined. In a world where media, politics, and power often collide, this channel explores what-if scenarios, turning headlines into thrilling speculative narratives. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fictional deep dives into today's most talked about figures. Again, this story is not real. It's all fiction. See you in the next episode of Daily Magazine News.